Hi, do you feel like having a super snack? Well, today it's the best tomato snack. The first thing I do is remove the inside of a pepper, in my case yellow, although red would work too.
I especially like yellow for this recipe. As you can see, I removed that hard part in the white inside. And then grate it well with the typical cheese grater.
Does that work for you? But make sure it's over a large bowl, where we'll mix everything together.
Now a small piece of green pepper, very finely chopped, and we're going to add it to that previous pepper paste. Then we turn 3 cloves of garlic into a paste. You can do this by crushing them in a mortar or using a grater like this one.
And inside, we're also going to add a teaspoon of salt and oil, 50 milliliters, or a quarter cup, and also 30 milliliters of vinegar. Use whichever one you prefer or have available. Soften it with an equal portion of water, 1 fluid ounce. We're going to stir it until everything is perfectly mixed.
Now we take a big bunch of parsley and start chopping. Just keep moving the knife until it's really fine. Once you have it well chopped,
let's use freshly washed tomatoes, whichever kind you have, as long as they're good. We're going to cut them in half and remove the core, so let's take out this hard stem and then just cut them into wedges, one after another, nothing more to it. Once you have the tomato wedges, I'm telling you, I'm going to use about 3 or 4 tomatoes.
800 grams, a kilo or so.
We're going to put half of it at the bottom of a large bowl, or whatever dish you want to use to present this wonder, about half of the tomato. Let me remind you. And here we're going to add plenty of sauce, a little less than half of what you have in the bowl.
We want the final layer to be even bigger, so that the flavor seeps down.
Yes, that is sufficient. The same with the freshly chopped parsley, less than half. That's good. Once we've placed it, we repeat the process with the rest of the tomato, the rest of the sauce, and the parsley. Come on, tomato in place, sauce on top.
So spread it out a bit, and you'll see how all the tomatoes start to absorb the flavor.
Finally, we cover it with a bit of parsley, like I mentioned before. Is that enough? We cover it and leave it in the fridge or refrigerator for 1 to 2 hours at least. Why?
Because that will let the flavor really soak into the tomato and turn it into a true delight for the senses.
Look at how good it looks. All that's left is to mix it well and serve it. Look. It looks amazing. What an amazing tomato appetizer we've made in just a moment and with hardly any effort.
A simple recipe with a flavor that if you try it, you'll want more.
Absolutely delicious, easy to make, and refreshing. Delicious. It's hard to believe that something so simple can taste so good. As always,